Are live. Welcome to the Arena Coop. This is Adwikta.
Hey, this is Merps.
We are in Blackrock Mountain now. It's official.
Ooh.
New meta. Fully new meta. Nothing's changed. Absolutely nothing's changed. I think we've been both playing a lot of Arena since Thursday, and the consensus is that it's just Wing 1. Nothing's really changed. I actually don't think that anything will really be changing until the very last wing is revealed.
I got beat by Quick Shot today.
Really? Like, beat by Quickshot as in it dealt lethal to you, or beat by Quickshot as in he drew a card with it and it actually mattered?
No, so he just top deck Quick Shot and it killed me, right? So it didn't matter. He could have top deck Kill Command, and
I have yet to see a situation, or you played a couple hunters. I haven't, but you have also not ever gotten Quickshot to draw a card in a meaningful place, right?
no, I've never gotten it to actually. Yeah, so even when this guy top deck Quick Shot against me, it could have been a Wolf Rider. It could have been anything. It just had to be something that did 3 damage,
Right.
and he had to draw that turn because I had lethal on the board. But yeah, I've never had the situation where I empty out my hand and then I Quick Shot to draw a card, and it's helped me.
Yeah, right. I don't get it. We put it up 4 points compared to Dark Bomb. We may need to move it down by 2. It may only be worth 2 points, even though you do draw a card, because it's just so hard to trigger.
It is really hard to trigger it for max value, and a lot of the time, you just really want minions as Hunter,
Yeah.
and then to go face with that. Otherwise, it's not a dead card by any means. It's just its impact. Its impact for your overall game plan is a lot less than Dark Bomb for Warlock, in which you want that initiative to protect your health. As Hunter, you want like stuff on the board, or
Well,
really,
you want
really
that
cheap
too for Warlock. I don't see a difference there.
right. Or you want like really cheap removals. You want like a little bit more bang for your buck in terms of mana as a Hunter than you do as a Warlock.
I don't know. I think it's about the same in terms of how much value the Dark Bomb and the Quickshot gets. But as a 2 mana 3 damage removal, because whatever damage like removal advantage the Warlock has in that it doesn't have a 3 damage removal and it wants that, for the Hunter the reach is much more important. So I think that part balances out.
Yeah, the reach is good. It's definitely not a bad card, right? You can never say 2 mana 3 damage is bad. It just isn't as, I guess, it didn't have the effect that I hoped it would have, even though I think we both...
It's like, I don't think we hoped it'd have a lot. We don't think we thought it would have a lot of effect. Right now, it's just having 0 effect.
Yeah, I hoped it would have a effect,
Right.
some effect, right? And I've been playing it, and it just hasn't
Had any effect. All right,
fine, though.
well, we'll see. We'll see if we lower it. It's not getting lowered by more than 2 points, even if it gets lowered, but it may be in for it. As for the other cards, I haven't really seen anything used to any great effect. Resurrect has been, or like whatever that card is for the priest. I've seen it used a couple times. It's been okay. It's kind of nothing special to write home about.
I used the Grim Patron myself. It stunk.
As expected. Were you mage?
No, I was a warrior, and I had, Death Spites, I had Cruel Taskmaster.
Oh, okay. So you had stuff to trigger it.
It's still just too slow.
It needs to be triggered twice to actually be worth it. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's still just too slow. Like 5 mana for a 3/3, and then it's a lot of times it's just stuck in your hands. It's just not good in Arena. Yeah, you can do some cool, tricky things with it at some point or another, but it's not worth it. Like stuff that's more worth it in terms of swingy, like swinginess is like Hobgoblin, right? Like Hobgoblin is a much better swing than Grim Patron is going to be. Because Grim Patron is just much tougher to activate than something like Hobgoblin. So
very true. So about the meta in general with BRM, I think everyone's noticed that it's gotten a little softer. I don't know why. Like, who is coming back for BRM to play the arena? I don't quite know why what the correlation is. It's an adventure. I figured I'd draw in a bunch of casuals who would play the adventure. All right, S. Jeremy subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you. But
support, man.
Yeah, but so I'm not sure why it's softer. Maybe people start playing Hearthstone again and are like, oh man, I remember Arena was so cool. I don't know, but it has gotten noticeably softer. So hoping for a
Yeah.
good run today. We're doing Rogue because we haven't done it in a while, and I really wanted Warrior actually, but I couldn't get it to queue up. So Warrior next week most likely, after it gets its wonderful new class card to make its drafts even shittier. But yeah, I mean, how do you think Rogue fits into the BRM meta currently and by the end of BRM?
Currently, like we said before, the meta hasn't really changed in this 1 week, right? I think you see a decent amount more warlocks, a little bit more warlocks, a little bit more hunters, and in that case, it's good and bad, right? I like the rogue versus warlock matchup. I'm not in love with the warlock versus hunter matchup. It's not a dead matchup in any means. It's not like the warlock versus hunter matchup, but I think they can do pretty well. The problem with rogue is just like it got a card, but it got a bad card.
Yeah.
Gang up is pretty terrible. It's just an unusable card in the arena. You should never basically get to the point where gang up would matter. And if it doesn't matter, all you're doing is using 2 mana
And a card.
wasting a card. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. That's it. You know, you can phrase it in different ways, but it's negligible. It's so negligible. So I think it's in a decent spot.
I should probably share my screen so you can
Oh,
comment on the actual draft.
Should.
Yeah. So here's a Molten Giant that we're taking.
Oh, Molten Giant. Yeah, fantastic in Rogue.
I'm just getting off 2 back-to-back 12-win runs, one of which was with Rogue, which had a Molten Giant. So
Yeah,
hopefully that's good. Dark Iron Dwarf is great, but we're taking Deadly Poison here, right?
we are.
Oh, you want a Dark Iron Dwarf over a Deadly Poison?
Yeah.
No, I am
I'm
not.
unimpressed with Deadly Poison recently. I just think it's like it just seems to be a little bit expensive.
Well, we have a Molten Giant too. We want to hurt ourselves. I think Deadly Poison, like even in a 1-card deck, has some synergy, and otherwise it's better than Dark Iron Dwarf. That's why we have it higher in the tier list. You can't say, oh, now there's a Molten Giant, I want a Dark Iron Dwarf. You would go with a Deadly Poison by any kind of synergy. So you're either disagreeing with our base tier list, which would be an issue, and you like Deadly Poison more than I do even. I don't even like the card that much.
Yeah. Well, so it's just because we both been playing a lot of Hearthstone, right? And I've been playing more Rogue. I'm just not as big of a fan as I used to be. I think either one is fine, and
I think it's a clear Deadly Poison here.
sure.
We don't even have a minion we can use it on yet, and we have a Molten Giant, so we really want to hurt ourselves. Like, the problem with the Deadly Poison and why it got worse since, like, the Nax era, for example, is that your health matters more now, right?
Yeah.
But our health doesn't matter. We have a Molten Giant. So that actually works the reverse way now that we have a Molten Giant. Anyway, Spider Tank, easy.
Spider
pick.
Tank, easy. Okay. Worgen or Betrayal?
Worgen.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, again, it's
Yeah.
a 1-drop.
1-drops are just really good.
Betrayal is a bit situational. We already have
Betrayal.
a Molten Giant that's situational.
Yeah.
Speaking of situational,
Just we wish we knew a little bit more about our deck before we made this decision. Yeah, so it's between Deathlord, Arcane Golem. We can look at what we have so far. It doesn't really help us that much.
yeah, Deathlord is really pretty bad for a rogue. Because, well, you don't really care about, like, the taunt factor. You don't really care about having something on the board, especially something that deals very little damage to your opponent. And getting too many things means you can't clear it effectively. And as the rogue, you have no board clears or anything like that. So it's just actually just going to be an additional minion for your opponent. So I really don't like Deathlord for rogue. But Arcane Golem is unplayable until, like, fairly late in the game.
Yeah, we could always do something like Arcane Golem Tinkers, but we don't even have a Tinkers yet.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go with an Arcane Golem.
Sure. I think that's fine. It's definitely between those two, and I think it's fairly close.
On the other side, a Deathlord does technically taunt up damage if you use it later on, right? Like, that's 8 damage that it's taunting, and we're going to be hurting ourselves a lot to get this Molten Giant out. So, it may actually matter, the fact that it's going to taunt so much damage that we're willing to give our opponents, like, an extra card out of it, essentially.
Deathlord does have early... It has earlier relevance.
I would say it has
Arcane
later
Golem.
relevance.
I think we can actually drop Deathlord on an advantageous early turn if we see it, but Arcane Golem we just can't use. We just can't ramp them up until...
Yeah, I mean, I think Deathlord is possible to play on an early turn, like, as opposed to Arcane Golem, which is completely unplayable. But you still, like, unless you're doing nothing else with your mana, I wouldn't play the Deathlord early as the rogue. Or like, you know, you're dropping it on, like you said, an advantageous turn, right? Like, he has a 3/2 and nothing else, something like that.
Right.
Okay, well, let's go with the Deathlord then. I've reconsidered my decision.
Okay, sure.
Fan of Knives should be pretty easy. You don't want a South Sea Deckhand over a Fan of Knives, do you?
I think one Fan of Knives is always really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gives you that versatility. Eviscerate.
Such a good card.
Easy Eviscerate.
I like that Eviscerate just gets like more and more relevant as they add more and more like 3 drops with 4 health. So Hearth Arena is going to go with an Assassin's Blade here.
Why? It's one that I don't
Molten
want.
Giant and a Deadly Poison, which makes it all very, very good here. Tinkers is the better card, but... Well, actually, we do. We have some triggers for Tinkers. You can't play... You don't really want to play the Deadly Poison before the Tinkers. You can't play the Eviscerate. We have only one trigger for the Tinkers, essentially. That's played on like a reasonable turn.
Yeah.
The Amani is... Okay, so the thing with Rogue is, as always, you don't really need a 2-drop. Your dagger is more than sufficient as a 2-drop. And you want to use your dagger then because you take the face damage from like lower minions that deal less damage. And you don't want to be using your dagger when your opponents are like dropping like tigers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So... I'm much less concerned about the Amani. I do not want the Amani, even though it is the highest rated on the tier list. And we don't have a 2-drop yet. I would go with either the Assassin's Blade or the Tinker Sharp Sword Oil. I'm okay with going with the Assassin's Blade. This Molten Giant is a win condition.
Huh.
We could go Tinkers too, but...
I just usually find the Assassin's Blade a bit too slow for me, and then what happens...
Isn't the Tinkers even slower, by definition?
It's more burst... So, the Assassin's Blade, you're dividing it between, like, four attacks, and Tinker's is a little bit more bursty within one turn, right? The problem I have with the Assassin's Blade, and I found a lot...
Tinkers is 50% of the time bursty by more than 1 damage on the first turn.
Yeah.
It's a tiny bit more, and it comes out much later because you can't play it on turn 4. You can usually not play it until like turn 6 at best case scenario.
Yeah, the problem I have with Assassin's Blade is a lot of the times you're using a couple of those charges suboptimally, anyways. Like you're gonna face a lot of paladins, they're gonna like dude up, and sometimes I'm forced to either kill off the dude or kill off like a damage golem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Tinkers, though. I'm a believer in the Assassin's Blade. I'm going to take the Assassin's Blade here.
Okay. Stormwind Champion.
Yes, Stormwind Champion, easy pick.
Ooh.
Pint-sized Summoner, easy pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be pint-sized.
More Deadly Poisons, easy pick.
All right. Be nice to get a heal in here too.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting to the point where we kind of want it too, but I'm just not that worried for Rogue with the lack of 2s.
Another Eviscerate.
Another Eviscerate, totally good. So we have a Deathlord, but we also really want taunts, right?
Yeah.
Because we're hurting ourselves.
Trog.
Trog. It's a 4. Oh, God. I'm still taking the Stormwind over the Mad Scientist. That value drop is just too big. Are you thinking about Lord of the Arena because it taunts? Kinda. But it's so much worse than a Stormwind champion.
It's so much worse. No, let's go for second Stormwind champion. This is becoming like a bit of a slower deck. Right now we have 1, 2. We have really just 1, 2, 3s.
1.5 3s.
Yeah.
We're more need of 2s than 3s, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think Scarlet Crusader is much higher value than Stone Splinter Trog.
It is. It definitely is.
And most of the reason why you would have a large part of the reason why you want a 2/3 is for Shield and Minibot, and that's not actually necessarily the correct move as Rogue. You kind of are okay just daggering up anyway. So
I think that's fair.
I'm okay with the Scarlet.
Another Eviscerate.
All right, we have too many Eviscerates now. We have to start curving lower.
Yeah.
This Dread Corsair I want so bad, but I can't take it over an Eviscerate.
No, you can't take it over an Eviscerate, even though a lot of times it will probably just be... Alright, so it's Betrayal here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, second Assassin's Blade.
Terrible.
There we go. Giblin.
Gilblin? Yeah, Gilblin's good.
Alright, we're going to take every 1 and 2 drop we can get our hands on from now on.
Yep. 4s are still good.
Oof, Shiver Direwolf. Direwolf's not going to get a lot of value with our deck, but it is something you can play on turn 2. It does get value with the Worgen and the Giblin. Coin out. It's not totally a Deathlord. You can put it behind a Deathlord. Scarlet. You know what? I'm seeing more and more synergies with the Direwolf. Shiv is really good though, and it fits our deck, which is like a bit slower, and we may like take a sprint at some point.
I think I might go with the Wolf by the slimmest of margins, but this one's tough.
It is.
You've been making the final decisions for the rest of the draft, and I think
I'll go with the Wolf.
We'll go with your strategy.
I'll go with the Wolf. Hey, there's a Kel'Thuzad.
Cool. So is this a deck that takes advantage of Kel'Thuzad?
Nope, but it's a Kel'Thuzad.
Not really.
But it's a Kel'Thuzad. It's a Kel'Thuzad. Better than a Black Knight. You have to wait for a taunt, and it could be a crappy taunt, and you're still using 2 mana. It's better than a Black Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, curving out as low as possible.
Auto Barber.
Yup.
Auto Barber's a good card. It's a great card. We need some 1s.
We need some taunts. We need some small cards.
Yeah.
Well, Zombie Chow is a card, so Spectral Knight. Let's see how our curve looks.
Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 2s.
We don't have a lot of big cards, so Spectral Knight actually fits something, but I want the Zombie Chow even as just like a trigger for like our Eviscerates.
Yeah, I think it's just much better. It's weird. It's a little bit awkward. We have small, like, we should have very situational utility stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times.
Ogre Brute.
Ogre Brute is fine.
This fits in the last 3 drop that we need. Very good. Ooh, Ogre Brute or a Haunted Creeper? I think we may want a Haunted Creeper.
I think we want Haunted Creeper here.
Yeah, especially with the Direwolf and all that.
Yeah.
We're getting the synergies.
We're also not happy yet with our 2s. After we take Creeper, I think we...
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of cards. I'm like not too sad that I'm not happy. Oh
Yeah.
god, Spiteful Smith. We're not taking a Mech Warper. That's too high curve. I mean, we're not taking a 4-stack Max. That's too high curve. Do we want a Mech Warper or a Spiteful Smith? Mech Warper has 2 synergies. And if we don't count Direwolf Alpha as a drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be our 5th 2-drop, but we still have 5 more picks after this to pick up a 2. I think we go with the Spiteful Smith.
I would go with the Spiteful Smith, definitely.
Yeah. Even
It's
though
just
we're
too
at the
strong.
point in which we don't have enough taunts for the amount of times we're going to hurt ourselves. Like, we don't.
Yeah, that's really like a Sun Fury Protector would also be extremely good in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. All right, well,
Another tough choice. Spectral Knight or Bloodsail Raider. We can always get value out of this freaking Bloodsail Raider. We have 2 deadly poisons. We have a Spiteful Smith. We have an Auto Barber. We have an Assassin's Blade. This Bloodsail Raider will get a ton of value.
yeah, we could use it too as well.
Yep, this will be our last 2.
Yeah, I think we go for it.
Oh, thank you, Senjin.
Yeah. It's Senjin versus Dark Iron Dwarf.
Senjin by so
We-
far. I don't. Hearth Arena is stupid. Hearth Arena is like, oh, Dark Iron Dwarf. No, Senjin.
We do have lots of value from the Dark Iron Dwarf because it's probably going to hit, right? It's probably going to hit, but
No.
do
We
we just need
Senjin.
the taunt that badly?
Yes. Do you see how much we're dying here? We need a Senjin.
We are dying. So here's the thing: like Dark Iron Dwarf also helps us take advantage of the board and possibly just get to that turn 8 in which we win the game, right? Where we just trade everything.
Or turn 7. We have 2 Stormwinds and a
Oh,
Kel'Thuzad.
yeah, that's true.
But so
Well,
does Senjin. It's not like Senjin doesn't affect the board. It's a taunt. I'm with Senjin so hard here.
Okay, we'll go with that. I think I would pick Dark Iron here, but I don't hate this engine at all.
Auto Barber or a Shattered Sun? We don't need a 2, but Auto Barber is also not necessarily a 2. It's adding more damage that we don't need on our weapon.
Well,
We have way more than enough damage on our weapon. Oh man, I'm so tempted to go with the Shattered in this case.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're going to curve out already pretty well up until the 4-drop, and then we have like this hole in the 4 and 5 drops where we're just going to keep putting out small stuff while he puts out big stuff, and we're going to use our face to kind of like, or like eviscerates to kind of like, you know, fill in the damage
Right.
gap.
Well,
Until
if we have a hole at 4, which we do, why don't we load up on 2 so we can go 2-2 then?
we have a hole at 5 too.
We have a hole at 5, but that's not as important as a hole at 4.
Yeah, I mean, we have loaded up on 2s. Do you see how many 2-drops, 2 mana cards we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have already.
So
How many times do you have
basically
10
eviscerating on
2 mana
4?
cards? Yes! Eviscerate's a great play on turn 4. Are you kidding me? Especially if you want the board? You know, assuming you have a 2 to play, right? Assuming
Yeah.
you actually like use the Eviscerate at 4 mana. And it's not like Goblin Auto Barber on turn 4 with a tap is like pretty weak. It's the better card.
It is.
But we do have actually a hole at 3, kind of, right? We have 3 3-drops that we actually want to play. This will be a 4th one. I'm going to go with the Shattered. I think it fits our curve better.
Okay, let's go for it. I can see situations where you want that. It's like buffing yourself or buffing the minion, and I can see a lot of the times.
Yeah,
where
I mean,
you-
okay, you know what? Deadly Poisons are also turn 3 plays. So I guess we have more turn 3 plays than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Deadly Poisons are also turn 3. We can drop a bunch of stuff. If you weapon up, you play a 1. That probably won't happen. So on turn 3, to be forced to Deadly Poison on turn 3, a little bit more. versus the Goblin Auto Barber, which gives one more attack to your weapon. I have two things that deal damage to me. I have one more over here. I have one more over here. That's four things. They all deal a lot of damage to me, or like a medium amount. And then I have one that deals a small amount. And I have two taunts all together. And I have no healing. I don't want the more damage.
Okay, that's fair.
I want the damage to be on the board on my minions and not on my face. Because we're at the point in which we're getting this Molten Giant out already. It's happening. We don't need more damage to our face to be able to get this thing out.
Okay. I think that's fine. Concentrating more of the cards.
Yeah, like on the board.
Onto the board.
Yeah.
Instead of
Because normally you'd rather have it on your weapon because it can't get removed, or it's really hard to remove it. But I don't know if I want that much more. And Goblin Auto Barber does have very good synergy with Assassin's Blade.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine.
How much? We have two more cards left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no. I'm going with the Shatter Sun here.
All right. I think that's...
One more Eviscerate.
Oh, man.
And a Twilight Drake to round things out. Good. Fills in our 4s a bit more. Although this is a deck that could potentially, have very few cards.
Yeah.
Still. Alright. We have an Aggro Control Rogue, very high valued. It's a good deck.
Cool. We can get that Twilight Drake Kel'Thuzad value. 5 that 4/1.
Oh god. Kel'Thuzad is going to get such no value in this deck.
I know.
I still think it's better than a Black Knight, though. Because we're not, going face, really. So the taunt is going to be, hope you play a Sunwalker. Alright, let me snip the deck. Why don't you go over what you think this deck is going to do?
Well, Captain Goof just said we passed up Ship's Cannon and 4 other pirates in this draft.
Yeah, they were all, the Corsairs that destroyed your opponent's weapon. So,
Yeah,
yes.
But 1 mana, 1/2, destroy weapon, and deal 2 damage randomly. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, I like this deck. I think it has a decent amount of flexibility. Eviscerates can always be used, obviously, to efficiently remove or to go face. I don't love the fact that a lot of games will come down to the wire in terms of either we get killed or they get killed in one turn, and it'll just be a matter of what's in your hand versus what's in ours. I'm not loving the 2 Stormwind champions. That's just a bit too heavy.
Yep.
I
don't even want 1. I want one more 4-drop and one more 5-drop.
Exactly. We need it to curve out a little bit better. There's in no situation will we play 2 Stormwind champions. I just don't see it.
Yep.
Kel'Thuzad could get some value. It's not an amazing deck for Kel'Thuzad at all.
I mean, this is a late game deck. It sets up the early game. It stays in control with Eviscerates while burning some cards, and then it waits for the big game, and then we win on turn 7, on turn 8, on turn 9, on turn 10.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we actually don't have enough. There's no card draw on this. There's nothing, right? We'll just run out of steam.
Yeah.
If we get our stuff, big stuff, efficiently removed, and we haven't dealt enough face damage at that point, we're just not going to win. But Eviscerate's very good for dealing face damage, so...
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, you said you've been doing pretty well with Rogue.
Yeah, I predict 9 wins with this deck.
Nice.
Maybe more.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not one of those decks that you... there was a Poltralizer where we got that 12-win Warlock that, we drafted the deck and we're like, well, this is going 12 wins. Or that Paladin deck with all the shielded mini-bots. This isn't quite that good, but I think 9 wins, maybe even 10, should be the expectation. Which means it could always go 12 wins, because you just have to, win 2 more than you expect.
Giblin is good.
I'm going to keep the Deadly Poison for turn 3.
I think poison is fine.
Even though it's kind of it's kind of stupid in that the priest is going to drop the thing with the 4 health on turn 3.
Yeah. You want to just keep it for versatility?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Much better.
Great. Turn just got a lot better. Turn just got a lot more awkward.
Yep. It's okay. We gotta deal damage somehow.
That's a turn 4. Dagger, poison, poison.
If we dagger, he can't do anything. And the next turn we'll deadly poison to kill his next thing.
I wonder.
Why can't we just do that next turn? Like, why can't we just drop the Giblin here? Wouldn't it do the same thing? And then you could dagger and poison next turn.
Flexibility. This retains the most flexibility. We're not like putting everything out on the board just to do it. Like
Sure.
this way we can deadly poison it, trigger and eviscerate if he does something stupid. Well, this is stupid, but it's not that stupid. We're still doing the same thing. We're deadly poisoning and giblining.
Sure.
Or we can double deadly poison. No, that's getting too fancy. We're just deadly poison and giblining, which allows us to definitely kill it the next turn. Well, he could heal it.
You could heal it.
And if he heals it, then we're 2 damage off, so we could... We'll still be fine. If he heals it, he does nothing.
Here we go.
Hopefully it just pulls out Kel'Thuzad.
The damned stand ready.
Okay, so he's just going to let it die. That works. We could eviscerate out the Dark Cultist. That'll make the Worgen Infiltrator bigger.
I'd rather the Worgen Infiltrator get it than something else.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But if we Burly Rockjaw, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to eat up the Giblin Stalker. Well, let's just do what we do first, right?
Here we go.
This is happening. Oh, but that's right,
Yeah,
because the
you have-
blood sale would have to... yeah, you know what? I'd rather the Worgen get bigger, too. So let's just commit to this.
Sure.
Here we go.
Perfect. That's what we want. It may seem like that's not what we want, but that's what we want. I'm completely joking. It's not what we want. Although we're up on cards. Or
Could've been-
we're gonna... Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have
Would
been
have been
worse.
nice to pull a Strongman champion.
Consider.
It's me and Mr. Bite.
Do we just Phantom Knives and put out this dagger? Because we're putting out the dagger no matter what. It's whether we Phantom Knives or Scarlet.
I wonder.
We could slow it down a bit because if he had
He has to Holy Nova.
He has to Nova.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then
No, I don't want to put out the Worgen yet.
no, don't put out the Worgen.
Yeah, I don't want to waste the Haunted Creeper. I want it to stay nice and immune to that Holy Nova that's happening. Don't Holy Smite! Please don't Holy Smite!
Holy Smite is bad.
Very bad.
Because then he has 4 mana to punish this with.
Dragnos.
No Holy Smite! Last card, not Holy Smite. Good. Well, there's apparently no way to remove this whole thing.
So many
No.
options.
Have we given him a good chance to death? Not yet, right?
Shadow Word Death?
I mean, a pain.
Pain? No, not yet.
So we can't drop the Death Lord until we drop the Scarlet.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Well, I guess we could just make the trades and put out a Rockjaw and a Worgen. Or a Rockjaw and tap.
Yeah.
Choose
Kind of sad,
That's fine.
but
Yeah.
that's what we have to do.
Here we go.
So this keeps 5 damage for us to swing around even if he Shadow Word Pains. And he has 4 mana. So 5 should be able to take care of anything he throws our way. Does he Shadow Word Pain? Because that's a great targeted shot. Okay, he has no Shadow Word Pain. So this Death Lord can actually come out now.
Yep. That was a good test.
But you know, we don't need it to come out. Deadly Poison, Spider Tank, Scarlet Crusader.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
Here we go. For the crusade!
Trade the 1/1s or damage our Broly Rockjaw. I'd rather trade the 1/1s, I think.
I'm actually okay with bumping the Rockjaw in, because I'm just looking at how the board
Well,
looks
if
like.
he Holy No. Oh yeah, you know what? If he Holy Novas, it's fine.
I think it's okay to be a little
But
bit
there's nothing you
greedy
could
here.
do to it. We know he doesn't have a Shadow Word Pain. So
Yeah.
Holy Nova is actually the only thing he can do. I guess he doesn't have a Holy Nova either. He just has a bunch of Dark Cultists, which means he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
No, that's good.
It's good recognition on his part that he was dead.
He didn't have the board. He didn't have a lot. Actually, I need to go to a bathroom. Do you want to entertain chat for a minute?
Sure.
Alright, 1 second.
Let me know if you guys have any questions about the Rogue. So I play Rogue very slow compared to I think how most people play Rogue. I do a lot of like holding back. I don't like flooding the board. If at all possible, I dagger on turn 2 and follow it up with Deadly Poison and the 2-drop as opposed to 2-drop and then swinging out. You don't want to give him time to react. You want to be the one reacting to him in the early game because you have like insanely high tempo cards in the early game and you want to use that. And to use that, you have to be the one reacting to your opponent's board so you can get that like exact damage dealt. And then once you take over the board, you can support it. But if you try to go out in the very early going and he removes your board, you're in this like really awkward spot where you have a bunch of efficient removals you can't use. You may or may not have drops. So I really like using the dagger in the very beginning. Abex 300 says, "What's your favorite terrible card, Adukta?" Whoa, if I really like it, it's not terrible. At least that I don't think it's terrible. I would put it pretty high on the tier list. I don't like terrible cards. They're all bad. It's not like I have like a soft spot for, I don't know, Stone Gargoyle or whatever or anything like that. Like bad cards are bad. I don't like them. Leifei asks, how does he react to a stealth minion? By what he does with his 3 mana. If he has choices of which 3 mana card to drop, for example. He may not have choices. He may not be able to react to it, but he may be able to. Why allow him the chance to react to something? Captain Goof says, Adukta, do you enjoy the smooth taste of Coke Zero? Absolutely, guys. Coke Zero, and this is the official drink of winners in the arena. And SNL says 12 says you don't love Wisp. Okay, I do love Wisp. We're actually going to probably raise its tier score in the near future. I think it's being very undervalued right now. Because we did like a whole like tuning thing, and then we saw that Wisp wasn't really very good for most people. But I think people are just misusing Wisp. I think it has infinite value and should be in a higher tier. I mean, not like average or anything, but definitely not like bad. Is a Honey Boo Boo says, you know Coke Zero is cancer in a can. Yes, but the cancer happens much later, at which point humanity will most likely have cured cancer. So you really got to have this long-term perspective here, right? It's not going to like kill you immediately. Or even in like the medium term. Like you don't develop this cancer until you're like 60. And that's like more than 30 years away for me right now. And seriously, if it takes us that long to like find a cure, or at least like a very near cure thing that makes your life kind of the same, then I don't know. I would have lost faith in humanity, and it would be okay for me to have cancer and die. What's a good equivalent to what cancer is right now? Probably something like really weird, right? Like measles or something that like devastated the country, or like smallpox. Everyone was just like, oh, this is so awful. And then we figured something out, and it was like, oh, this is non-existent anymore. That's what I think will happen with cancer. Especially because like of what cancer is, right? It's just, I think it's something that can be stopped. You know, maybe not like cured, but like it won't get worse. You can like contain it. Lavion says Pepsi is better than Coke. I have no opinion on that, but Coke Zero is better than anything Pepsi has to offer. Pepsi One is actually not bad, but that like you can't find Pepsi One anywhere. Bill Gongcrash says, at Aruta, as a med student, I can tell you every type of cancer is completely different. You think it's completely different right now because you don't know how to cure it. Like, obviously. If you knew how they were all the same, you'd, like, just cure it. We'll get there. We'll get there. I have more faith in the medical profession than you do. It's probably due to ignorance, but I think ignorance is a very powerful force in this world for change. And to go against change equally. Okay. Are you back?
I'm back. You guys had a nice chat?
Yeah, we were talking about cancer. Okay. Do you think cancer will be cured or at least made so that it doesn't kill people and gives you a good quality of life by the time that we are 60?
So
as a ex-med student yourself.
So either extremely effective palliative care or just a cure overall. Like one of those.
Yep.
They've been doing some interesting research on cellular senescence. I think the dire wolf is good. Cellular senescence, which I think is very promising. So that would work for the cure portion. As for the palliative care, I think that's getting better and better every day. I tend to agree with that. I tend to agree more than disagree.
Perfect, perfect. So you coin out the blood cell first so you can dire wolf and kill anything, or you coin out the tap first so you can blood cell raider and get the 3/3.
Ugh. I'm gonna let my allergies own me first.
I think this is trickier.
Okay.
Damn it!
He out-tricked you.
No, I can't drop a wolf now.
You dagger. He out-tricked you. Got you.
He did, he did. I was like, what card could possibly beat this? That would be one of them.
What to do? What to do?
Really?
Is he just gonna ping that down through 3 turns? Okay. Ogre. Alright, Ogre. Maybe next turn we want you to be dumb. And I don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know what he's doing. Why didn't he just eat it up?
If he's happy enough
What?
I still don't.
He's really
get it.
convinced that this ogre's gonna miss.
Okay.
Here we go.
Smash you.
Yeah. Trog. Is he gonna tap again? Please, by all means.
Because he didn't actually like gain a card.
Go right
Like
ahead.
we just killed that card for free. So even if he pings this down, he would have spent 6 mana to even.
Yeah.
He spent 8 mana to our 2.
Is he
No,
setting-
to our 3 because we did use a charge of the wicked knife.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called a wicked knife. I thought it was just a knife. This ogre's gonna get to one day, man.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I see what's happening now. So we'll just give him more of these, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care about him getting giblins.
And then what? Do we drop a direwolf? Might as well. If we drop the direwolf and it's actually well, let them attack first.
Yeah, attack to the face with the ogre. Okay. it's
Okay,
probably
so
here.
yeah. So why don't I direwolf and then kill it with a deadly poison?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, he gets to turn 7 before we do, so we can't bring anything like out of range or anything like that. So we're just gonna be plodding along.
Is he gonna ping again? He has to ping again.
Yeah, now he has to ping. Fireball ping. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's really good. Yeah, that was kind of best case scenario for him.
Just the spiteful.
Yeah. Helps fight against Flame Strike.
Did this wolf always sound like that? That was a really aggressive roar.
I can't hear.
I need to turn this game sound down a bit.
Tricky.
Not that tricky.
Wait, what? Why did he drop the sheep? It's like the exact same thing as... I don't know, man.
Can we win? We have 2 eviscerates. It's 8. Damn it, we can't win, can we?
Not yet. You could just eviscerate the freaking,
The 1-1.
yeah, just eviscerate the 1/1, and then, you sack your stuff, or, alright, what's the alternative? You hit. No.
Yeah, no, you know what? We have to.
Yeah, just eviscerate the freaking sheep.
Play out.
Play
Swing to
out.
the face.
Yeah.
Or re-dagger.
4, 5, 9.
9 plus 3, 4.
I think redaggering is okay here.
Too soon. Here we go.
Well, 3 plus 4 wins, right? If we draw another playable card.
Or we could just do this. Listen.
Fine. It's probably safer. He has to, like, remove a lot of things with 8 mana. And this one's really hard to remove.
I think.
And this makes sure that we can Giblin and Eviscerate.
We have many secrets.
Okay, so an Assassin's Blade is 5. That hits
It's
it.
lethal.
That hits it. Yeah, okay.
It's lethal.
Here we go.
Yep. It does it.
Die.
Okay.
Well played.
Well played. So this is what I mean by a soft meta.
Oh man, I hope you guys didn't notice, but you guys noticed. Yeah, I really need a haircut badly. I've needed one for like a month and a half now, which has been putting it off.
You needed
Yes.
one for a month and a half?
Yes, I've needed
Jeez.
one for a month and a
How
half.
often do you usually get haircuts?
Once a month.
Me too.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Yeah. I'm like a week behind, but getting one next week.
And if Biff just called me out on it. Very perceptive.
I thought you were
Although
just trying something new, you know? To like look more dorky by having
the
more
neck
hair randomly.
Trying out the neck hair? Yes. That style is definitely coming back. Actually, it can't come back. It was never in. Maybe it was in at some point. I don't know.
Shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
We do the coin auto barber, coin dagger auto barber gamut.
Yeah, I think so. And then we just kind of toss everything else. Everything else just doesn't fit into that strategy.
Yeah, well, the direwolf fits into his turn 3 strategy. But then it kind of dies, so it's not that
But
good.
then it just dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, and we always, by the way, we always toss out Eviscerate. Oh, hey, now we get the
Oh,
best of
whoa.
both worlds.
This is fantastic.
So it depends on what he plays. We play the Auto Barber if it's a 3-2, and we play the Bloodtail Raider if it's a
Yeah.
2-3. That's awesome.
Right now, coining out the dagger is such a strong move now.
Hmm.
Great. This is great.
Yeah, so we have so many Eviscerates that we throw away all Eviscerates in the beginning. Eviscerates are not a very good keep, like, kind of in general, because you can't really play it effectively until turn 3 earliest, more likely turn 4 or 5.
Yeah. Turn 4 is more realistic.
Yeah.
You can use Eviscerate. Is he gonna play a 2-3 to play around this? Yeah, he is.
He did, he did.
Yeah, he is.
Alright, don't Valens me, bro.
Alright.
Don't do it, don't do it. Because we have no answers.
We have no answers at all.
I wonder.
Good. He's not auto-doing it, which probably means it's not Valens. Okay, it's actually something very crappy. Oh, no, he has another follow-up. Maybe not that crappy. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I see how this is. We could just zombie chow eviscerate and then clear the board. I want to say that's really good.
So
Because if we
Yeah.
spider tank, we can't actually clear the board.
Can't.
And it's a priest, so we want to clear the board. It's kind of a waste of an eviscerate, but you know how many eviscerates we have in this deck?
Yeah, let's do it. Eviscerate the 2-3. Yep. No, I like this a lot.
We still gain a card, like, we still ate one of his stuff, so we're still
Yeah.
up a card. And we have the board, and he can't get it back.
You like my invention?
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Let us see if this works.
I'm sorry, dude. Oh, this auto barber. Auto barber creeper?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking really good. Auto barber, creeper, send the
3-2, you know.
Yeah, into the 1-1.
Play around that Holy Nova because we can. He's probably thinking like, oh, if I just hold out, I'll be fine. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that an Eviscerate's coming out next, and that eventually we'll draw into all of our board buffy things.
The problem when you face against Priest is when you get to a late game and you don't draw your late game until after turn 10, and you're just like, well, do you have it?
There's that Kel'Thuzad. So we Spider Tank and eviscerate that thing.
Yes.
Because I don't want to lose stuff.
Yeah.
Or we can lose stuff and save the eviscerates by tapping. I think we should just eviscerate.
I think we should just eviscerate this. And then 3-1. Yep.
Get some damage in.
We're a huge board that we can Kel'Thuzad and just win. Just win. Win outright.
I don't know though. The zombie chow's like death. With a Kel'Thuzad. Because he'll just kill it every single turn and gain 5 health.
Yeah, but he'll never regain the board.
That's true.
And a priest who never regains the board is a dead priest.
So very true.
He can't even light bomb Kel'Thuzad. Alright, well.
Let's hope we have something to do.
Eviscerate this. Yup. Do we
even eviscerate this?
No. We trade one of our 3-1s in along with the dagger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's capitalize on that. Because yeah.
Because otherwise he gets a 3-for-1 value, kind of.
Yeah. Also, we trade in the Blood Sale? Because if it gets resurrected, it's only 2 attack, right?
Huh? He can only resurrect stuff on his side that gets...
No. If it gets resurrected by Kel'Thuzad.
Oh.
Thinking ahead. Like, it is... so it's not as vulnerable to Nova. By that time, if we actually get Kel'Thuzad out, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't really care about Nova.
So, in that case... Yeah.
Yeah, I like saving the eviscerate. Who knows what he has?
Yep. So Kel'Thuzad next turn, maybe?
You mean the turn after next turn?
We have Pint-Sized Summoner.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I would have eviscerated. God, if I known that. Oh, no, then we would really be screwed if he Holy Nova. Never mind. Yeah. No.
Well,
Right.
that was the entire point behind it.
Well, he doesn't even have big things, does he?
Oh my god, you're not gonna be happy about this, dude.
We must cleanse the sun.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Do we have lethal?
Oh.
I'm
my
gonna be
God,
kind of sad if we
I
have
wanna
lethal.
kill him. I mean, I want to
6, 5. Yeah, we definitely have lethal.
Oh,
We have like lethal so bad. We're not playing Kel'Thuzad. No Kel'Thuzad this game.
We set it up perfectly.
It was very good. Very good.
Go.
No.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
Oh, come on. Chat wanted us to play Kel'Thuzad.
BM the extra turn. Nah.
We set it up so well.
did,
That
we
was
did.
perfect. We kept on building on the board, making lateral moves when we needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And then ramping it out with the Pint-Sized Summoner. Shakunen's right. You gotta hide cards for the rematch. Next turn, he might think, he's like, just wait until I get that.
It's
light
true. We
bomb."
didn't even play Stormwind Champion.
No, we didn't.
Doesn't know our style.
Watch your.
Are we throwing all this? We're throwing all this.
Yeah, throw away all
We have
this.
enough low cards that we don't need any of this.
Yeah, toss it.
Okay. I'm gonna wait him out. I never do this, but I'm curious if he's just gonna wait if we wait. I always like mulligan within like 1 second when I'm playing by myself, and you know our discussion if we're playing together. But he's really not gonna mulligan before me, is he? Hold on. Is he gonna do it a second after I do it?
Or he could have just kept all of his cards, right?
No. You would still see the animation of it going away and coming back, I think. Oh no, did he mulligan and I just didn't know it? Maybe I missed the like really fast mulligan.
Chat.
Well, this auto barber is kind of pointless to set up with the dagger. Do we Worgen and then coin out the Death Lord?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It's good, but it could be really bad if he like fireballs it eventually.
Eventually. but taking a risk.
We just avoid playing it altogether.
I don't think so. But I don't see the point of coining out the dagger, right?
I wonder.
What, for the Goblin Auto Barber, in case he follows it up.
And then he just takes our
Yeah.
Goblin Auto Barber away with the. So you're hoping in a best case scenario to break even? It's not. No.
That's true. Well, not to break even, it'd be a 2-for-1.
Spider tank?
No, we tap. What will the spider tank accomplish? And what will we do the turn after that?
Many options.
Can't even auto barber the turn after that.
We would Deathlord.
No. I don't want to play a Deathlord onto a mage to an empty like board unless I have to.
Okay.
Like, we don't know what he has. Just keep it going. Or we can use our betrayal and the coin to kill the 2-1 and then make the trades. And then we have 5 damage on the board. Yeah, it's not that good.
Many options.
Just keep it going.
Okay.
Clobbering time.
Keep it going.
I'll show them. I'll
Hmm.
show them all.
So he has a secret. Alright. Well,
First kill.
let's see the secret come out.
And then what?
Because we don't want to give him a Death Lord. We just want to give him the Auto Barber, because then we can kill it immediately. Auto Barber, then Blood Sale.
Okay.
So many options.
This is going to kill our thing anyway. Like,
Yeah.
our alternative is to not kill it and then play a Spider Tank and coin out the Blood Sale. And then force him to, like, slow down to get that out. That's actually not that bad either. Actually, I kind of like that.
I wonder.
Because in order to kill it, he actually has to ping.
Yeah.
And we can Auto Barber the next turn. I just wanted a little bigger Blood Sale, but I guess that extra damage probably wouldn't matter anyway.
I wonder.
Getting that board tension.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Do it! Man, this does give him a lot to think about. I wonder what 5-drop he wants to play.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Because also, like, a 5-drop would actually kind of screw us. We don't really have a good way to deal with it.
Runs out on me.
No.
He's gonna fireball that? That's a weird move.
Frostbolt. Save it for later.
Still a weird move.
Still a weird move. Yeah.
Oof.
Whoa. Whoa.
Things happen, man. We got a Goblin Auto Barber and then Death Lord.
Yeah.
I don't like playing the Death Lord. He has another fireball, but what are we gonna do about it? Huh. All right, I guess.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Could be Counterspell, Spellbender, Vaporize, Ice Barrier, Ice Block. We haven't tested any of those yet.
I guess we don't attack face to test. Or maybe we do because we might have to tap the next turn.
Kind of like the 2 damage, but
Death does not scare me.
it's up to you for this one,
I'm
whether or
okay.
not you
I don't.
wanna
I don't
attack
really
face
care.
2/2.
I'm not, it's not like there's anything we're playing around at this point. You know.
Yeah. So once again, Counterspell, Spellbender, Vaporize, Ice Barrier, Ice
Yeah.
Block.
It's like turns like these that you wish the Storm Champion was a 4 or 5 drop.
I wonder.
Yeah. We also haven't tested Duplicate yet.
Yeah.
No.
But not much we can do if he puts out something. We have to remove it. Okay.
Sure. Damn. Just a really crappy turn.
Yep. Attack, use our face.
Yeah.
Here
Okay.
That's what he wanted to duplicate?
It's quite slow. End our turn.
You can't play the Kel'Thuzad until the Deathlord is actually dead.
It's time for a little blood.
Well, the Storm Champion will actually do something.
Really good here.
Behold,
Yeah.
the might of Stormwind.
Here we go.
Yep. So this is the position we want to be in, having the board with Kel'Thuzad coming in next turn. But
Yeah.
huh?
He's prepping it for the Flame Strike.
Sure.
No, he's not prepping it for the Flame Strike. I don't know what's happening. I'm okay with extending into it.
I wonder.
Like, he has to kill this Stormwind Champion first, which means he can't Flame Strike. So he kills the Stormwind Champion the next turn. Then he kills the Deathlord with the Worgen.
Well, no, so he can ping Flame Strike, and then the Deathlord is only 2 attack.
Right? So?
So then he can Worgen and then hit into something else.
Yeah, so? Are you going to play no minions? It's the same if you play with...
No, well, why not just play Kel'Thuzad to prevent the Flame Strike, what he wants to do?
Because if he fireballs the Stormwind Champion, he kills the Deathlord, he gets a minion. I guess we get the Stormwind back. That's not that bad.
Yeah. I just think it puts him in a tougher position.
I don't know. I hate playing Kel'Thuzad without actually getting any value out of it. Because it's like our win card, and we just used it totally passively.
What to do? What to do?
Like, the Senjin and Trog, we still have the board no matter what he does. And we have, like, a lot of damage on the board, too. Even if he kills the Trog after. Oh, he can't kill the Trog. He has to kill the Senjin because it's, you know, taunt. So we would end up with a 5-2 Trog on the board.
We have
Yeah.
many secrets.
The hell? He doesn't have any way to even remove the Stormwind? That's weird. It's all very weird.
Runs out on
Got some decent betrayal. Nope, no more decent betrayal.
You want to make a decent betrayal? Throw the Deathlord in?
Yeah, what's the best way to do this?
We can betray this. Use here. There's no good way to do this.
Sure.
So
If we kill this, we make a decent betrayal.
Well, I want to find a way in order to kill off the Stormwind champion.
Well, maybe we
need
will
to-
be able to. Let's see.
I wonder.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This just got so meta.
Well, betrayal. Okay.
Choose soon. Here we go.
This just got so freaking meta. I'm gonna drop a Rocky Trog draw and go face.
Rocky Trogjaw.
I'm not even gonna drop the zombie chow.
Rocky Trogjaw.
What? What is it?
What do you say? Rockjaw Trog.
Whatever. Whatever. I don't know what its name is. It has rocks in it. It has jaws. It's a trog. I got it right. I just didn't. Okay, burly. I missed the burly part. I think I got like 80% of that name right. All right.
It's actually not as funny as I'm making it sound.
Okay, I was
don't
about
know
to say,
why.
what the
It's
hell?
hilarious to me. New ice cream flavor? Yeah, it does sound like ice cream flavor. Rickyson is defending you. He's saying close enough. I don't think so.
I think I was 75% of the way there. Maybe not 80. At least 67. More than 50. More than 50. Wow.
Valera versus Valera.
Watch
All right.
your back.
I will be your death.
Man, so aggro.
Oregon, Creeper.
Drake.
Wait, what? Drake?
Morgan, Creeper, coin out Drake. No? If you're gonna Worgen and Creeper, you kind of want to coin out a Drake. No? Yeah.
No, I'd rather
Yeah.
go. Alright.
Like, what were you going to try to get? What could be more useful than a 4-drop we can coin out? That's going to be like a Yeti.
It's not going to be a Yeti.
Wait, yeah, it would.
No.
Do we pint size and risk the backstab or the...
I think we just Creeper to be really annoying.
Yeah, because you know what? If we pint size, we can basically just save the coin. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
But this has a chance of him putting out something that we can't actually remove.
Yeah. Yeah, so guys, I understand it is
Speak to
a 4-5. The reason I don't like it is just because I just don't like coining out something that can have a potential downside, like silence or whatever. Okay, so he's going to be able to draw cards off of this.
Do I proactively just let him draw cards? I think I proactively let him draw cards, right?
Yeah, you just
No,
want to-
but otherwise, no. I don't proactively do it.
Wait. What do you mean by proactive? Like, I don't want to hit into the acolyte.
Right, that's not proactive. That's reactive.
Okay.
Because that's him hitting you.
No, you said him proactive.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, I don't
like,
want to proactive.
no. Yes. Okay. So you're messing me up there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's like a double negative.
So many options.
Okay. So basically just
No, he's gonna get 2 cards out of it.
yeah.
Sap? Oh. Oh, this is where Pint-Sized Summoner would have made a huge difference. But I guess we have to Phantom Knight. Phantom Knight doesn't even matter. So we have to kill the Acolyte of Pain,
Yeah.
or else bad things happen.
I
And then we use the dagger and we trade the spider and we have a pint size.
First kill.
Well, I thought we were playing Control Rogue. Time to tempo really, really hard. This is where we're at right now. He is up 3, 4, 2 cards. Oh, 1.5.
1.5. 1.5.
We can either put out the Assassin's Blade or hit to the face, dagger up, Scarlet, Auto Barber. If we Assassin's Blade, we really set up that.
We can't dagger Scarlet and Auto Barber.
Oh,
Remember,
right.
It reduces the cost. Yeah.
So we definitely just Assassin's Blade then.
Do we? We don't spread wide?
Why would we spread wide?
Because that's the advantage that we can have right now. Spreading wide.
But if we Assassin's Blade, we can Auto Barber the Assassin's Blade and get more damage.
Okay. My idea is like spreading wide now gives us a better shot in 2 turns of the. No, he's gonna kill the pint size anyways.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Pint size is dead after this. Like, this sets up for a lot of pain on our end.
Yes. What? Oh,
Okay,
God.
fine. Things happen.
Sorry about that.
Yup. Well,
played.
that's game. We're gonna dagger Incendion.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That is game. Can't play around the sabotage.
So many options.
Yeah. Chat is hurting for us. Chat, I understand. It hurts. Hurts a lot.
Yeti, Jungle Panther. That's not helpful. We can't play this Death Lord.
So many options.
Tap Auto Barber Scarlet. We can't play this Death Lord.
Tap Auto
So many
Barber.
options.
If you tap Auto Barber, kill that thing off, and you play the Death Lord, he can swing both in.
Or
We
he
have
can
only
use
Auto
any
Barber.
kind of removal
Or he can use any
whatever.
removal. Yeah, it's gotta be the other thing.
For the crusade!
Here we go.
Yeah, this game was lost when he did that. I mean, it wasn't that bad in terms of a swing because it didn't kill like a huge minion or anything, but we needed that. Like, we were already behind when that happened. And that just set us, like, another half card behind. So, now that... And more importantly, that was our way of getting the board. Now we're just never going to have the board. And so this Kel'Thuzad is going to get, like, 0 value.
No good.
It's fine. We'll just kill it.
Yeah. Kel'Thuzad does
Knives
nothing
doesn't
here.
do anything. Nothing does anything. We have to Kel'Thuzad. We have no other like move.
Aren't we just dead basically? Why
What do you
not
mean?
Deathlord, Giblin?
How are we dead? Do we have? Well, no.
We're not dead,
Then
but
we're not dead. Deathlord Giblin doesn't do anything. It just delays the inevitable for like half a turn. Because he has to kill the Deathlord, so we don't have a taunt anymore. We need to play Kel'Thuzad. He has to go face, and then we have to play the Deathlord, and it forever taunts.
all right, let's do it.
There's no other like. Your way was just going to lose the next turn.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Like regardless of what he does or doesn't do. This way, we lose if he has anything with reach, but otherwise we don't. Necessarily, because we'll Deathlord the next turn. He'll have to get into that, and we'll remove his stuff. Yeah, so we lose.
Okay.
But it at least gave us a shot if one of his 4 cards didn't have reach. I mean, if all 4 of his cards didn't have reach.
Yeah.
Not a very good shot, because the Deathlord is going to give him a new minion every turn. But
So that was probably the best sabotage I've ever seen. It was really good. It was really good sabotage. At that point, though, do you think we should have just spread wide, or we were still taking a lot of face damage?
no, I don't think we would have. Well, we would have wanted to spread wide. That's the whole reason why we did that. The sabotage doesn't change anything. That's a post fact adjustment. We knew there were chances that he had like a sabotage or a Acetic Swamp Ooze even.
Right. That's not what I was worried about. Like forgetting about sabotage and any card that destroys our.
No, then I think it's great because we have 4 turns to keep full control of the board while we set up the Kel'Thuzad with a taunt, and then we wouldn't give a shit about whether what our face damage is, unless we're afraid of like ridiculous amounts of eviscerates. Because it'll be taunted up, he won't be able to remove the taunts, and within like 2 turns we'll have snowballed the board into victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like near full health at that time, which is why you can set up a weapon and be comfortable that you can use it 4 times.
I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
What's happening?
Captain Goof wants us to notice how a Murloc won the game. And
It's
yes,
true.
this is happening.
It's maybe happening more ways than one. Coin out the tap.
Sure. It's lagging pretty bad for me right now. Yeah, coin out the tap. Or coin out the dagger.
Yeah, you could just
People in chat
actually
get-
spectate.
I could.
It would also look better for you.
This is... See, the problem is this is easier because I can see what you're pointing at. Or typically I can. Right now it's pretty slow. Well... This is what we did it for.
Barber. Kill
Yeah.
it.
Obviously not too happy,
Here
but...
we go.
Job's done.
Okay, so we have... Unlike when a person actually plays a secret, we have no idea what it is.
I hope it's not repentance because I'm gonna make the trade.
Many options.
Oh God. Do we swing to the face to prevent? This is awful.
I know.
Because if we could swing, well, whatever. We're playing the ogre.
The ogre's definitely getting played. It's just like, if it's repentance, it's this, or like redemption. It's,
yeah.
it's
Like
disgusting.
I don't want to swing in with this, but I would have to blow my thing the other way.
I know.
So I think I'm taking the lesser of two evils.
Here we go.
It's an avenge. Okay, so it's probably an avenge. We also don't have a move next turn.
We have a betrayal.
Sure.
Not on my watch.
Okay, so dagger and eviscerate should take care of this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep. Doesn't matter which one it hits. The ogre hits. It just has to hit one of them.
Yeah. So dagger, clear off the shield. Aim
Don't
at-
totally miss.
God damn it. It's kind of it, right?
Let me think.
25% chance to miss.
Oh, Colonel K1 just had a 12-win run.
Congrats.
It's awesome for him.
I wonder.
Oh god, we were really dumb too. Good thing that actually did miss. This would have only done 2 damage.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, we're well now.
So betrayal, we hit that. It hits this.
So many options.
It'll buff something. We eviscerate it. Wow. We may not be
Betrayal,
able to
hit,
eviscerate
hit.
it. No, we may not be able to
Or-
eviscerate it if it buffs the wrong one. I guess we have to go for it. We have to do this first, and then we have to betrayal. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Now we betray the middle. It kills both. It buffs that, and then we eviscerate it.
Yep.
God, we're just leaking mana so bad.
I know.
All this, we have all 3 of our big cards just like in our hands in the very beginning.
This is good. This is slow.
Yes, he's trying to
We
get
need to
cards
be able to
back,
drop
which is
something.
fine.
We need to be able to drop something. Damn it.
Not a thing.
This, we hit it. Dagger deadly. Just for the tempo. We kind of need it, right?
No, because Stormwind the next turn if this thing doesn't die, and then Deadly also. We could save the Deadly for the... Okay, let's not save it. Let's just do it for the tempo.
We should do it for the tempo.
Because we have a Pint-sized Summoner, so if we Storm the next turn, we're leaking mana anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, that worked out.
Drop something we can kill.
It's gonna be a 1-1. Or something we can't kill.
Or something we can't kill.
Whatever.
Sure.
Don't care.
Stormwind.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Fine. Less fine.
Not fine.
Less fine.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh. That humility.
So many options.
So we could use our face to kill the 4/2, 1/6 into the 1/1.
No.
Senjin.
No. Our face into the 1-1. we Stormwind, which pushes the other Stormwind into the 4/2.
12, 11. All right, so we're 1 off lethal.
Yep. I think it's a chance we have to take. Because otherwise, what's... Well, actually, I don't know. Senjut's kind of powerful, actually.
Yeah.
Because we already have
slows
one
them down.
Stormwind. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with the Senjut.
Choose soon.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Senjut.
Here we go.
This is vulnerable to a silence.
It is.
And
But-
it means we can't protect ourselves anymore with the Kel'Thuzad coming up next. I was trying to do some fancy setup, but that was like, he can't have 1 damage of reach, which is a little ridiculous.
I know.
For 2 turns, too. Yeah, that would have been the 1 damage of reach.
Yeah. So we were dead no matter what.
Yeah. Well, we could have eviscerated the 4/2 instead of taking it to the face, but then that thing would still be on the board, and we would
Yeah.
need to top deck and eviscerate.
Yeah.
Yes, please do that.
See, that's not even... I understand BM, but when you, like, do I attack your guy, or do I go for the lethal when I have no other option? It's not, like, as cool. I don't know. I've seen some cool BMs, but that's, like, really weird BM.
Yeah. So that's a case where if you draw unplayable cards for your beginning turns and you have no choice but to like lose 6 mana of tempo over the course until you get
terrible.
to 7, there's just not much you can do if he actually uses his... He wasn't even tempoing hard. He like was... Yeah, he just actually was able to play stuff and we weren't.
Yeah.
So that's where this part is like is really hurting because we have the backup cards over here.
It
And we
is.
knew that, but there's not much you can do. You just have to hope that these are the 4 cards that you don't just all draw in your early, in your, you know, first, I guess, third of the cards you draw.
Yeah. You got a salty reaction out of you with his BM. BM successful. I don't think I was salty. That was a critical analysis of his BM, basically. It's more kind of like puzzled at why that would kind of... Like why you would do that. Because I always think of BM as kind of like... So good BM, when you can force your opponent to maybe think for a second that they have hope, and then you take that hope away. Or you just do something cool with your mana, right?
Watch.
And in that
Yeah.
instance, it's kind of like... I don't really understand it. It's more of me trying to like figure out exactly what's going on than me being salty.
Oh, come on. No, a good BM is when you do something cool. That's it.
Yeah, it's just not as cool.
That's why I hate doing things like saying like I'm sorry or oops. That's like really stupid. That's like actually BM. Or if you do something cool, I think you should get the fatality. That's
Yeah.
something I think you deserve. So I coin out the Haunted Creeper or the tap. The tap prevents the 3/2, which is worse against the Creeper. You put out the Creeper. He puts out anything. I put out the Creeper.
Creeper's just good.
Kate.
Is he going for it?
No, he's not going to go for it like that.
Okay, well. Pretending like you have a 2. There you go. There you go. That next level strat right there.
My blade be thirsty.
Oh boy.
Can I really have a 2 now? Oh my god.
You cannot. So what happens if when we play the Spire Tank?
He's going to trade it evenly.
So
Might as well Deadly Poison. It's going to be the same result. And this is better tempo. Even though it's really bad for next turn, but next turn is going to be bad either way. Yeah, next turn's gonna be bad either way. Might as well deadly poison. Because if you spider tank, he's just gonna kill it. I think. Actually, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Probably yes.
Probably though.
Does use mana more efficiently. Maybe I'm overvaluing the deadly poison.
Choose soon.
We'll see. Doesn't block our next turn anyway. Like, we're gonna deadly poison anyway.
Yeah.
So we force him to at least have something with initiative that's not a weapon, which he may not have.
Right. The betrayal also allows us
Yeah,
to fight
exactly.
over taunt or stuff.
Yep. He does. Well, that's awkward. He doesn't want to play that. Okay, fine. We're just gonna take more damage.
Or not.
Let's go with not.
Let's go with not. I think not is a good idea. Okay, we got Spiteful next turn. That's decent. That's decent.
Although we only have 4 damage. We would have had more if we were able to run the spider in and then use our face, but then we would again leaking mana. Oh good. Thank you. Thank you. So much. Cannot reiterate how much thanks.
Much thanks.
Spiteful Smith, remove his board.
Yeah, let's remove it.
Here we go.
Great. Seems to be like a pretty decent setup.
So he wanted us to do that. That was the clear move on the board. What does he have?
He's got that. That's what he's got. It's that. Sure.
Well, we're setting up the Assassin's Blade, so just hit the 2/3, set up the Assassin's Blade. Do we trade one of the 1/1s in, or do we trigger it? Like, how much are we afraid of the Arcanite Reaper?
Arcanite Reaper.
I think we should play around the Arcanite Reaper. On the other hand, because we're Stormwind championing the next turn, the 1/1s would become
Like, good
2/2s.
shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if the
it's
Arcanite
just how
Reapers,
much, yeah.
That's not a good play on his part.
Yeah, you know what? That's right. If he Arcanite Reapers, that's bad.
That's a bad play on his. Well,
Okay.
well, it ends up being.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So we're okay if he Arcanite Reapers.
Yeah.
He's going
Yeah,
face,
definitely are.
so we gotta worry about our face. We have an Eviscerate, which will save some face damage, and we're gonna have a crap huge board.
Yes.
This weapon right here is going all to his face.
Oh, definitely.
Or not.
I say yes. With the champion.
Okay, fine.
He's swinging at us, we swing at him. Stuff is happening.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I'm okay with him killing the Spiteful.
Yeah, exactly.
Here
And then we swing to his face.
We have an
11.
Eviscerate to finish this.
15. We have enough to kill him. If possible. Okay. Maybe not anymore. Maybe.
What? We have so much more.
Well, no. Depending on what he does.
He doesn't have a Whirlwind. He would have used it way long ago. He's gonna armor up at most.
Enough.
We have enough. 10 on the board.
Stuff.
Oh, shield block, right.
Yeah.
We have enough. I think we have enough.
Alright, sure. Pint sized. Let's just go for it. Cool.
Here we go.
Ah.
For the Alliance!
All right, we hit our 5 wins. Okay, so I think we're gonna take our break, or I'm gonna take my break. You should entertain chat.
Chat questions. Oh, Colonel K1 is in the chat. Hey, congrats on the 12 wins, man. I saw the notification. Yeah. Merps isn't allowed to have a break. I had a break. I had my bathroom break after the first game. It was good. Entertain you guys? I don't know what you guys want, man. And I'm afraid to ask you guys what you guys want, because I don't know if I want to do what you guys want me to do. And I know what you guys want me to do, because you guys have dirty, dirty, perverted minds.
Oh, you're talking all weird.
I'm not talking weird. I'm talking to the internet.
Being weird.
That's Natasha, otherwise known as Prissy Pretty Prancing Pony. Mm-hmm. Can you and Natasha do the electric slide with the chinchillas on camera?
Oh my god, let's do it.
That would be a wait. What do you want to just grab the chinchilla and show them? All right. So we have 2 chinchillas, although you guys only see one all the time because only one is nice enough to let us pick her up. The other one is just not as nice. Oh, okay. All right. Let's give up some camera time to the chinchilla. You want to put the chinchilla? Yeah.
All right, I am back.
Like big bushy tail.
God, they're so huge. They were not this huge. They were like a quarter of that size.
I mean, they're basically like a Pokemon.
You're running away. Put her on your head.
What, you're putting her on my head? Don't do that. She has like... What? Ah, damn it. Damn it. This is not comfortable for me.
I don't think it's comfortable for her either. Alright. Let's go.
How do you keep them in hand? Mine don't dig that shit at all. I think some chinchillas are like friendlier than others. I have one chinchilla that doesn't like to be held at all. She'll like squirm and have a heart attack, basically. And that one's nice.
Versus Malfurion.
Yes, you're the chinchilla whisperer. You happy now?
Watch your back.
Going first.
Keeping the wolf? Yeah, I think we just keep the... it's awkward.
It's always awkward.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Alright. Cowrilla subscribed for 3 months in a row. Thank you so
Alright,
much,
thank
Cowrilla.
you.
Ah, I just punched the freaking table. Freaking. Ugh. It's not my day, guys. It's not my day.
How'd you punch it? How does that...
I didn't mean to punch the table. I was, like, figuratively punching the air because I was excited about Cowrilla subscribing for 3 months, and then I punched the table by accident.
Because the table is a lot like air?
I don't know, man. It's close to air, It's like right there. Give us
Please a 2. Damn it.
Nope, that's fine. That's fine.
It'll just give us a bigger Drake later. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, there you go. Did you break the table? Obviously.
Uh-oh.
Whoa,
Shit just
no.
happened.
Shall I start?
Stuff is going on. Huh.
So many options.
Poison Eviscerate? Would force him to slow down.
It
Give
would
us back the
also
initiative.
it would fully trade and clear the whole board because he has a Trog.
Oh,
So
shit.
many options.
Crap.
So I think we just Drake.
Just Drake and preemptively poison?
Huh? Drake is 4 mana.
I really cannot count today. Yeah, sure. I'm fine
Like
with
just Drake and hang out. He's gonna eat the 3/4. He's probably not gonna be able to kill the Drake. We're going to poison the next turn and then eat up his thing.
Sounds good.
And we don't really care if we take some damage right now.
Natasha wishes everyone a happy Easter.
Unless they don't celebrate Easter, in which case, happy my birthday.
Unless you don't celebrate Easter, in which case, happy Natasha's birthday, which was on Thursday. Sure.
But we celebrate today.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna trade.
That's good.
Okay,
Please do that.
that's fine. It's actually really good. Yes, trade. Trade and then disconnect.
Or just disconnect right here.
Am I asking for too much? Is that like too much to ask for? Oh. Okay. Okay.
Very okay with this. Actually, I'm not that okay with this.
Deathlord Abyss.
Well, I think it has to get a Vis. We don't have an answer.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think that's our only... That's a
think
crappy
that's our
move. We have
move.
no move afterwards either.
We don't. It's a very good heal by him.
We could Trog and remove. And then we'll set up the Senjin Abyss.
Eviscerate with our other dagger. Oh, that's...
So many options.
It's not that good.
It's up to you.
This deadly poison. Taking the gamble, guys. He innovated something out. We're taking the
People are
gamble.
wishing you a happy birthday on stream.
Yay! Thank you. I'm 18.
Yes, it's her 18th birthday, obviously.
40 years old.
Yep, she's 40.
We can remove this. Take 5 damage. We do that. It clears the board. Keeps our
Clears the board.
Deathlord alive.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do it. It's time. It's time.
Take that face damage.
We got the Molten. It's time. Don't ooze us. Like, if we get oozed here and we lose, I'm just like, okay. Just, you know, what are you gonna do?
Alright, we're getting closer to... Oh, thank God.
Thank you so much.
Trog, Scarlet, affirmatively eat the 3/2.
Yes, affirmatively eat the 3/2.
Set up the biggest swipe of all time with the Trog and the Scarlet.
It's not that big.
And the hero power. It leaves us with 1 Scarlet, and
Yeah,
it
whatever's
gives him...
coming up.
And it
Yeah,
gives
I
him
know,
whatever is
I know.
coming.
Do you see another move?
Nope!
Here we go.
We're in the 2-loss bracket. You don't have any swipes in
do
this
it.
entire deck. Oh, nice. He doesn't have a swipe.
Don't be sick.
I feel okay about that.
I feel okay too.
So I hit into the... I hit into this. Because we're going to Senjin.
Yeah.
So I hit into
And
this,
Creeper.
and that is going to allow us to take 5 damage, which means we could play both of these.
Ooh. Yes. Yes, yes.
Here we go.
Good, I didn't miss my math.
Get it. Get it. Does that and that.
Why not? We don't have a better way to pop the shield anyway. He doesn't have a swipe.
Sure. Plays around Blood Knight? Why not? No.
Who's holding
Okay.
that? I guess it didn't matter when he played it.
It didn't matter when he played it.
No.
Guess he got some value out of that thing.
I have no good way to do this. Shatter Sun, the Scarlet, use our face.
You want to? Yeah.
Or we can trade 2 things into it, which I think is really bad.
Must cleanse the sun well.
Or could you just use the Molten Giant?
Yeah, no, I'm not using the Molten Giant.
Sure, then. Well. Yeah, okay.
Or die.
Here we go.
That could have been useful. If were somehow able to get it before this.
Somehow.
Alright, he doesn't have a swipe, so he doesn't have a Starfire. Although if he Starfires, we're like really close to lethal.
We're fine if he Starfires.
Oh, wait, he was just holding that swipe?
Huh?
That's
So
him
weird.
conceding.
I can see.
He held that swipe. He could have swiped earlier when we
Could've.
gave him good boards to swipe, and we were like, please don't swipe, don't have it. And he didn't.
That's so weird.
He was holding it for more than like 3 card, or okay, 2.5 card value.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a good thing we didn't use a Molten Giant to kill that thing, so he could
Yeah.
just kill off the Molten Giant. But yeah, I mean, like, you understand why I suggested it, right? I was like, well, he doesn't have a swipe.
Yeah, but he
Obviously.
could still have like a Starfall or something, you know?
Yeah, he
like,
could.
I
he
just,
could. No, your play was fine, and like behind a taunt.
yeah,
I
and
don't
we
know
had
how he's
another
doing
way
that
to
much
remove
damage.
any kind of like an Iron Bark.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
sack it.
Yeah, no, it's just weird. Yes.
Alright. We once again curved out not very well, but at least it wasn't like deadly to us.
Yeah. Man.
Here versus
More druids. At least we're the kind of rogue that like doesn't care too much.
What?
Oh, Zombie Chow turn 1.
Oh
So
hey,
good.
we have that card.
We have this card. It exists
Do
within
we keep the
us.
spider tank? He's gonna do a 2/3. I think we keep a spider tank.
Sure. I don't think it's a bad keep.
Like our deck is such that like I think the dagger is as good as any 2-drop, right? Like any 2/3 or 3/2. Unless you have no places to use it, which he would have to do some things to play around. So it could be not great, but it could also be good. So I don't really mind if we don't like draw into a 2. And this is a deck where if you throw away the spider tank, you may very well not get something to play until turn 7, as we found out. Did he just swipe our
Oh.
face?
for the king.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel so much better. I thought he swiped our face for a second.
Oh my god.
Hey, Fizzle. Thanks for subscribing. Fizzy Elf, 2 months in a row. Okay, so we tap. It's kind of awkward. I guess we don't hit it.
Well, wait, we should hit it, right?
Why?
In case of, like dire wolf or something.
Okay, so yeah, it's 5 health.
Okay, but if we hit it in once, it's exactly what we like. That's exactly what he wants to do, anyways, right? Like, why are we hitting
don't
face, anyways?
We're not hitting face. Oh, you mean with the
It's-
zombie chow? I just mean we don't hit it with the weapon.
Oh, with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Definitely hit in with the zombie chow. It's left at 3. Yeah. Okay.
He
No,
has
I
to
don't-
hero power to save it.
Yes. No. Yeah. You're absolutely correct.
Yep.
I thought we were arguing about the zombie chow.
No. I was arguing about the dagger. I wasn't even looking at the zombie chow yet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, because using the dagger will put them in like weird zones that have nothing to do with our spider tank, which we're almost
he used the
definitely playing
innervate.
right now.
And he.
He killed our chow. He ate our chow. It's a thing. It happened.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Tank.
Like, it wasn't the worst use of a innervate.
No,
it wasn't a
it's
good
not.
use.
I thought it would have a more powerful effect.
He still has a coin. No, he innervate coin.
No,
Jeez.
Ooh.
It's
I see.
not fancy enough to be worth it.
I see.
Or dropping the Death Lord and the Worgen Infiltrator.
Yes.
Or Betray.
I don't see how we're betraying this.
Biggest swipe of all time. It's happening. Unless you
It's
want to set it
happening.
up this way.
No, I don't want to set it up the other way, really.
Why?
What does this do? This does...
Puts it at 2.
Oh.
He's going to run it in. Has the 3. He's going to run it in. Makes him more immune to swipe.
No, this is good. It's more swipe immune.
Here we go.
Right?
I think that's fine.
Don't heal. Because we have 2 things that deal 2 damage.
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean,
I'm
not the
actually
worst thing in the world,
disappointed in
but...
this. I'm really not disappointed.
Because we at least
in
get the
this.
board, which is what we wanted, but still.
Yeah.
Okay, so
just-
we take it out.
Yeah, and then spiteful. Yeah.
Alright, we got the board, which is what we wanted.
We wanted the board, and we have it now. And we have damage coming from our hand,
Yep.
which is really good.
He's up 1.5 cards. But we do have the board. Alright. See
Okay.
this. Awesome. Very awesome. So we betray. No, we want to set up the Assassin's Blade. Yeah, we want to set up the Assassin's Blade. We'll just make the inefficient trace to set up the Assassin's Blades, right? I want to keep the 3-2 alive as well, but we don't really have a good way to do it. I mean, I guess we could just betray, but it doesn't set up the Assassin's Blade.
So many.
Like, if you betray the
Yeah.
2-3, it'll hit the 2-5 for a lot, and then we can finish it off with the
I think
Spiteful
just setting
Smith.
up the Assassin's Blade is fine.
Yeah. And then trading off the 3-2, that's what it means.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
Alright, we have a lot of damage coming up this turn.
Oh no, he's going to remove it, but that's fine. We'll set up an empty Stormwind and go from there.
Yep.
Yep.
Good. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think that's legitimate. There's no way we're using all 4 to hit
Yeah.
stuff on the board.
Yeah, we have no heals.
Nope.
Oh, crap.
This is bad. Could be okay if we could just like get him down and kill him. That is really annoying. Wow.
I mean, we're gonna swing at it.
Yeah, swing at it. This is us hanging mana again. Damn.
Here we go.
Can he be more annoying?
Good.
Eviscerate, eviscerate our face.
What?
Eviscerate the 7/2 to set up the next eviscerate and then use our face.
I wonder.
Whoa, wait. How much damage do we have? Can we just like kill him?
Oh. Can we?
5 plus 8. 5 plus 8, 13.
Nope.
I mean, we're like getting there.
But, you know, if he taunts up afterwards, we're just like totally dead. Because to set it up, we need to like betrayal.
I know. Well, we don't go all in.
Oh, you just like swing once and do nothing? I'm okay with that, actually. Just swing at his face and then not do anything?
Swing into his face and
Do nothing.
swing in with the 2/3 as well. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
I would swing in with the 2/3.
Why? If we can't break a taunt, we can't kill him the next turn anyway.
I want him to... Because we're getting that damage in anyways.
I don't understand. I don't understand what that did. Yeah, how does that? How does it make any difference?
This is it. Yeah, we got it. We won. Oh my god. I would be so angry if I were this guy. I would be so angry. I would be so angry. This is not... How do you justify this?
Here we go.
So that just happened. know.
I'm so sorry, guy. I don't know.
Yeah, no. That was definitely the right move. I didn't realize that the betrayal was actually going to hit the taunt for 7 damage because that was a 7 damage thing that was left on the board. No, you know, when that happened, I didn't even see it. I was like, oh no, he has an Iron Bark, because I didn't see that the betrayal could deal 7 damage. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, okay. So
That's why I was like, what are we doing? This seems like really all in. Do we have to do it? Because I didn't realize the betrayal would be able to set up, like, to break basically
unless he
anything.
kills us, we win.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was...
Yeah. I completely forgot that the betrayal was actually going to hit the taunt.
Yes. Oh, Shakuna, you were right. This is payback for the guy who Sinister Striked into 3 eviscerates onto me. That was sickening. Oh my god. That was sickening. This might be sicker. Betrayal into... Oh my god.
We're holding on to all those evisces, apparently for a reason.
Valir versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
Pint.
Damn it.
Why do you always hate Pint as a start? It's such a good start.
No, Shield a mini-bot. Obviously why I hate it, but...
Well, no, if he coins out a shielded, we tap.
Yeah, It's just okay.
Like Pint-Sized Summoner is a great like turn 2 play. It's just
Yeah,
totally
it's fun.
worthless when you play it afterwards, or when you have no follow up.
Yeah.
We Pint-Size, he can't remove it, and then we can tap and Bloodsail the next turn, or Bloodsail Eviscerate if he puts out something ridiculous.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Like the most he could do is trade evenly with it, which he cannot do.
So good.
X marks the spot. Here we go.
Yep, kill it off.
Coming through.
Oh, pint-sized.
So good.
Give us that value.
Spider Tank Abyss next.
So
No.
Come on. That's not fair. It's just not fair.
Ah, now we just lost the tempo that we gained.
I know. Iron Forge. Confirmed. Best card.
He has the coin, right?
Yes, he has the coin.
That he
could
never
choose over.
used.
Yeah, he could truce over.
No, he could have truce over it anyway. So he just chose to.
Yeah, you did.
Not on my watch.
Okay.
I say we set up the Assassin's Blade after not using it
Go.
instead of burning random abysses.
Yeah.
We're back in the scenario where we're holding these like 7 mana cards that are stupid.
Island lover.
So now we have 6 damage going into turn 5. Should be enough.
Yeah, it's definitely enough.
Ragno, stupid.
That's good.
Okay.
That's weird.
Reporting for duty.
So Haunted Creeper, a Vista 2/3. Hopefully it'll trigger. If it doesn't, we'll swing face.
Yeah.
So many
Here we go.
Get down!
Get down again! Don't do something weird. I don't know what would actually kill this, but it involves like a silence and stuff. Okay, that's also bad. But it's not like that awful. Fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god, oh my god. We just Senjin and Eviscerate. Or even use our
why
face.
are we
Because if we storm...
yeah.
Oh, no, never mind. I don't really care. Sorry, I thought I cared if my Stormwind died. I don't care that my Stormwind dies. Because I have another Stormwind next.
Yeah. Yeah, so even if he consecrates, right,
Yeah.
you're saying
I
it doesn't
don't
matter.
care. Yeah, it's bad if he consecrates. But I really don't
No,
care.
This is fine. It's not the setback that is... Yeah, that we're really fearing.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good. He does that, he consecrates. Yeah, okay.
I mean, he kind of has to. It's stupid for him not to.
Yep.
Yep.
For duty.
We just do it again, and now we have the board for good, and he can't do anything else about it.
Yep.
And the turn after that, we get to play the rest of our cards.
Or I guess we could Senjin Shattered to set up for...
No, we can shatter the next turn, still eviscerate, still have our weapon.
So many.
I don't know what he could put out that'll topple that. Because I agree, Senjin here is not bad with the shattered on the 1/1.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You've convinced me. You've convinced me.
Right? It's got that, like, gotcha factor. Or, like, you know, we don't expose our...
Cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And this sets up the this sets
It
up the
gives us more
Stormwind, gives us
attacks.
the
Yeah, it gives
Eviscerate.
us more
Yep.
attacks. Silence. Also, where's that Kel'Thuzad?
It has,
We could just use that.
it's only won us one game. And it was one of the contributing factors to losing us that one game. So I'm not all that thrilled with it right now.
Reporting for duty.
So this is happening.
Stormwind champion.
Oh, the might of storm.
Do we just use our face?
Yes.
Yes.
Spider will keep killing his 1/1s. Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
win the next
representing
turn pretty
lethal.
much. Yeah.
What do you do about this?
Reporting for duty.
Nothing.
Equality
sick.
consecrate.
To arms.
Yeah, nothing.
No, he has to show that he has a quartermaster, which is why he kept tapping.
That's cool.
That's fine.
Oh, wait, is this?
16 plus 3. I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
For the alliance.
Here we go. Push forward.
No buff recruits. No buff recruits allowed to live.
What a lonely quartermaster. He just buffed a guy, and then he had to see him die on the field of battle. It's so sad. It's like, that's so sad.
He wanted to get that value, so I needed to take it away. Alright. 8-2.
The chat is surprised that you actually went with my play.
Oh, that I actually went with your play? I mean, it was better. It was just better. I had no reason to do my play after I thought about it. It was like more vulnerable to something like, I don't know, like an Aldor or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, it would have still been fine, but like your play was not vulnerable to anything.
Right. Plus, it just gave us more attacks, in which case we want. Yeah.
I mean, we had enough. We had 4 attacks the next turn, even with my play.
We had enough. We had enough.
So I wasn't too worried about that, but yeah. I was more like, I liked that it was Aldor proof, which was kind of the only thing I was kind of scared of at that point.
All right, let's grab the board.
Oh, this is great.
Let's grab the board.
This is great.
Death Lord is a dead card in this matchup. Yeah, Haunted Creeper. We never want Death Lord. We do want Zombie Chows and Haunted Creepers.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Greetings.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay, what do you think about coining out the Haunted Creeper to tap and then Zombie Chow Eviscerate?
Oh.
Because it'll kill even like a Valens, I think. Because if you Zombie Chow right now, you Haunted Creeper next. Actually, no, that's fine too. You can Zombie Chow now, Haunted Creeper or tap next, and then coin out the Haunted Creeper and the Eviscerate. No, this is fine too.
Okay, sure.
I was being too fancy for no reason, because as long as you Eviscerate on the turn, you use the coin. So, which means you just can't Eviscerate this next turn.
Okay.
This is fine. And there's nothing stupid you could do with this anyway. No, this is better. I was thinking that you wouldn't be able to Eviscerate because you'd have to dagger on that same turn, but you use the coin, so you can Eviscerate. The way I was playing is more the consideration when you don't have the coin.
Option.
We don't get fancy, right? We just Haunted
We
Creeper.
don't get fancy, no. Creeper should be fine here.
Yeah.
We should have enough attacks. Like, we don't have to use the Goblin Auto Barber for the plus attack either. Like, we could just Auto Barber and Eviscerate here.
I mean, we're definitely Eviscerating.
Yeah. Coin, Auto Barber, Eviscerate. Like, you waste the effect,
No, but the thing is we have no
But-
follow-up.
Oh.
So I think we actually do trade the zombie chow in here.
And then dagger up and goblin auto barber.
Yeah.
Sure. No, that's fine. It's probably better.
Or we can just dagger up and eviscerate this thing.
What? Wait. Dagger doesn't trigger eviscerate.
Coin does. We kept
Coin,
saying this, right? 'Cause
Dagger,
we have to coin.
eviscerate, and then you play your 2. Actually, that's probably
Yeah. I want to say that's better.
better. Yeah. No. Yeah, we slow down a little bit, but we don't have a turn coming up. So we slow down a little bit. It's
Yeah.
kind of
And we don't care if we trade all of these. And like, what's he gonna drop that has more than 5 health here?
Yeah. No. Yeah, we have to slow down out of necessity. This is good. This is good.
I must consider.
Play something so we can just trade all this stuff in and get it over with. And then you get Holy Nova, and then we can be sad and drop our Spiteful Smith, which doesn't make us that sad.
Guys, yes, I understand that the coin counts as a card, and it does trigger Eviscerate. It was more of the... For some reason, I forgot that we had to even use the coin to do it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was talking about from like turn 1, right? I was like seeing this exact scenario, and I was like, oh god,
And
that's
that's
why I
what
want to
about
have
it.
the zombie chow. But we have the coin, so
No.
it's not that desperate.
Is someone injured?
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Doesn't change what we do.
Nope.
Wow. Do we want to save the deadly poison for the Assassin's Blade?
So
Or do we just kind of blow it here, give this thing 4 attack to kill it, and not have to... No, it's pointless. We're saving the deadly poison.
Pointless. Yeah. It's really pointless.
Here we go.
Alright, turn 5, still showing 6 attacks, still doing good.
Yep.
It's good.
Spiteful.
We Spiteful, and I want to use up... Do I want to use up this charge? Because the 3/2 is going in that thing.
Do we just... I think we hit the 1/1 in there to get as much attack on
Fine,
the board
because
as
we're
possible.
losing this weapon the next turn. Because we're Assassin's Blading and Deadly Poisoning. That's our only move. But you're right. I do kind of like the
Right,
additional
it's-
tempo.
Yes. It does leave us with, like, possibly another option if we draw into something, right? Like, I don't know what it is right now. Like, don't ask me to think of it, but I kind of want the spiders there.
Yeah, because he can't deal with it, is the thing.
No. Yeah, we need
I
to...
mean, what it is if he drops a Tempo Enforcer, right? Now our Assassin's Blade, Deadly Poison. Oh, it was always going to be able to take care of it.
Yeah.
Boulderfist Ogre. Yeah, if he dropped a Boulderfist Ogre, this would have been the only way to clear.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we would have just, like, used the Deadly Poison to trigger the Eviscerate in reality, but...
One shot, one kill.
Nice.
So we're triggering this, which makes this 4 damage. Do we want to drop the Ogre Brute as a way to set it up? Or no, let's just get the Assassin's Blade out there. We have a good board.
You want to? Okay.
I mean, you know, we could do whatever, but the other way is to what?
Ogre. Let's just set it up. I don't even care if he destroys the weapon so much. Do I care? Maybe. No, it's so powerful.
Yeah, right. Because we could also alternatively hit this and this, use our weapon, the 1/1, kill that, drop an Ogre Brute.
To set up for a better Stormwind.
Yeah. Kind of. I don't even know if it is. The Ogre Brute misses. I don't like it.
Yeah, the Ogre Brute isn't consistent.
I wonder. Here we go.
He's probably like, this guy's so stupid. He didn't even trigger his guy.
Well,
Here we
we're
are.
going face. We're going face with everything. I mean, we're really not, but
I'm like, what are you talking about? We're playing huge card advantage here.
I'm kidding.
All right.
Oh, look.
This is happening.
It's happening. So we kill that with ourselves.
Yeah. But do
That's
we even
badass.
Stormwind champion? That
No.
puts a lot of things in range. We Ogre Brute and Giblin, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Ogre Brute. Give one.
Well,
Well, what?
what just happened?
Did you DC?
Oh, I'm back.
Whoa.
That was scary. I'm like,
Very
why can't I attack anymore? Is this a special ability of the Giblin Stalker?
Hmm.
Mind if I roll need?
We scared of that thing?
Of what thing?
The giant?
I mean, yes. We're obviously killing it.
Wait a second. Okay, if we Stormwind... Wait.
Hold on. 2, 4, 5, 7,
11,
14. No, we don't have enough.
10...
We can't trigger these
Oh,
without
yeah.
this Stormwind.
Yeah.
So we have to Stormwind.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Let's go. Hope this hits.
Here we go.
Let's set it up. You don't have mind control. You can death. It's not the worst thing.
Let the pain speak.
Oh god, it's a Dark Bomb. Don't be a
Oh,
Dark Bomb.
jeez.
Crap!
It's a light bomb. Yeah. Well...
Crap!
So many options.
Hmm.
How many Eviscerates do we have left? We don't have enough. He heals 2, we deal 1 damage. We can't do anything. We can't do anything.
Damn it.
Is someone injured?
Hmm. Heals that. Draws card. Alright, what do we need here? Damn it. Didn't need that. Okay, if we Stormwind Champion, betray
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
looking
go
at.
face.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
our one shot.
It's,
If we
it's our only shot.
Stormwind, betray, go face with our weapon.
Yes.
He's at 10. Well, why would we even go face with our weapon? What's the point then?
Guess we don't have
So
to.
many options.
Do you want to? Okay, well, betray is happening.
Well, if he
right?
he could just kill the Stormwind once he heals up the light war bomb though.
Choose suit.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Right? He'll just heal this up and it'll kill our guy.
No, no, it won't. It's only 5 damage.
Oh.
My eyes are open.
Come on, eviscerate. Draw and eviscerate.
Poison? Deadly poison would be good. Drop the Scarlet.
Do we have one deadly poison left? Do we have another eviscerate? We have one more eviscerate, right?
We have one more. We used one. I think we have another one. So if we get him down to 9, he heals to 11. That would be enough to kill him next turn. If we go face. With the dagger. I mean, we're going face with the dagger regardless.
So
Yeah.
many options.
Yeah. And we have to drop the Scarlet.
Here we go.
He could get greedy, heal the Acolyte of Pain instead of himself, and then we win with any card.
Yeah.
Does not get greedy because he doesn't
No,
have to.
that's why. Yeah.
Still, Acolyte of Pain and Deadly Poison will win it. Nope.
Okay, we could survive for a turn. 1 second.
I wonder. Here we go.
How do we win from this spot?
Nope, we can't win.
We can't.
We haven't been able to win since he light bombed.
Yeah.
That was our fault for not playing around it, though.
How would we have played around it?
You could trade the 2/2. You could use our phase instead of the 3/2. There were many ways to play around the light bomb.
Must consider.
You could.
You love my new recipe.
The way that we did it got us to, I think it got us to set up that lethal.
Yeah,
zone
it got us to set up
fastest.
the lethal where... No, we would have set up... If we used our phase, we would have set up lethal the same way.
Well
Yeah.
played.
Well played.
No, it's just one of those like
No, I mean, that was a misplay.
I don't know.
That was a misplay. You got to play around the dark bomb when you're so far ahead like that.
It's
Because
light
there was
bomb. You
no.
always say dark bomb.
Well, it's the bomb.
It's light bomb.
It's the bomb that that the priest has, and we were so far up ahead. There wasn't like we kept talking about how there was absolutely nothing he could do to flip the board at that point, except for light bomb. So we should have definitely played around that.
Chat is saying we should have just gone for lethal on that turn with the when we had the 50-50.
When we had the 50-50.
So apparently, when Ogre Brute hit face, we had lethal.
No. I mean, regardless, that hardly matters, right? What matters is that we didn't play around it afterwards.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like I saw that potential. So you could do the do that. You could take the 50-50 chance. I also just so if it hits something different, I remember looking at the board. I'm like, I'm not loving this. And
well, no, it didn't matter if it hit anything different. If we missed the lethal like chance, then we missed a 50% chance at lethal. But what happened afterwards is like I never care if I miss lethal. You guys know that. What matters is the play afterwards was not smart because we were playing around nothing, and we were giving one small chance for the opponent to come back into this. So that was like definitely a wrong play. The lethal or whatever, it didn't matter. We were going to get lethal anyway if we just played that right. Like I don't know if we missed like a 50% shot at lethal or not. I frankly don't care at all. But what happened afterwards was a misplay, and we got punished by that like 0.5% of priest decks that run a light bomb and draws it on that turn. And he wasn't setting up for it either, like because he can't. Like he's a priest, he can't paint stuff down or anything.
All right, guys. Adwicta doesn't actually mean he's like that. Like he doesn't care if you get lethal or not. Obviously, you need to get lethal to win the game.
No, like I don't care if I miss lethal, because that's not like an indication of good gameplay. That's just missing one thing. If you have everything else set up, like that's why you see like streamers, like really good infinite players, like miss lethal all the time, right? Like I'm hardly the only one. It's because they're good at the other things, and so they sometimes overlook lethal, and it affects your win percentage so small to miss lethal and not be able to get it back. Because when you're not looking at lethal, you always look at lethal when you're desperate. When you're not looking at lethal, that's when you're up so far ahead. So the chances in which you will end up losing because you missed that percent chance is so low. It's not that it's the right play. You obviously should look for lethal, but I'm not terribly concerned about it because spotting that lethal will improve my win percentage by so little as compared to figuring out that, oh yeah, that setup that we were doing there to like box him in so that he couldn't do anything to actually remove enough of our board that we wouldn't still have the tempo to keep dealing face damage and remove anything he puts out. Like that will win you a ton more games just to get even slightly better at doing that.
Someone was also asking, and guys, it's easy to, all right, so here's something exactly in which you guys are using hindsight to justify your statement. Like with the, you were saying we missed 2 damage when even though we said next turn we're probably going to play Assassin's Blade plus Poison, and we held on to the 2-1 dagger. We held on to the 2-1 dagger because of flexibility, because at that point we're saying, okay, with the cards in our hand, we're playing the Assassin's Blade plus Poison. You could either just swing to the face with the 2-1 and get that 2 damage in, and which, yes, hindsight, people are pointing out, oh, you would have won if you had gotten that 2 damage in. At that point, sure, we would have.
So people are going back and forth with whether it's stupid to play around epics. It generally is stupid, but it's not stupid when there's nothing else that hurts you, right? Like if that's the only thing, and it didn't set us back that much to play around the epic, because we still had the board and everything. Ooh.
Cool.
What's this gonna be? And other people are saying that that's neat, nice. Other people are talking about whether how important lethal is. Let me give you an example. If you want to pass any advanced mathematics test to let's say earn a PhD in math, to be a mathematician, which is the best people at math in the world. I don't know. What are those tests test for? Will you need to add? The answer is no. In none of those tests will you ever need to add. They are not testing you for addition. Why? Because they know that the people who are best at doing mathematics are not the people who can add, or presumably they know how to add, but that's not an important thing they're testing about. Obviously, it's very important to add, right? Like if you don't add correctly and you're doing advanced mathematics stuff, you'll get a lot of stuff wrong. But the important part in showing how good someone is and whether you're qualified to do like the most advanced things and how to improve as a player is not to like see if you can add numbers correctly from 99% of the time to 99.5% of the time. That's not really going to win you all that many games. Because it's not like you miss lethal and you lose, right? You miss lethal in those situations, you win like 95% of the time. And you miss that lethal like maybe 1% of the time now. And you can improve it to miss a 0.5%. And yes, it's obviously good. But if you can just improve actually learning how to box out the board by 0.05%, you'll win way more games. That's the only point that we're making. So I don't really care at this point how much lethal that I miss. Like, yeah, clearly the wrong play. But in terms of improvement, it's really not that important to improving your win rate.
Also, guys,
and I think that's something like, especially players who are like learning, like they focus in on these areas because there's a lot of, especially in the arena, there's a lot of very iffy areas, right? Like this is the 55% correct play, this is the 45% play, and lethal is something you can very much hold on to, right? Like clearly this is the correct move, clearly the other one was the incorrect move. This case was a little bit more iffy because, there's a 50% chance to miss. So, but we won't even factor that. Even if it was just like a purely miss lethal, that's the wrong place to focus. Like if you want to improve on your game, that's seriously not that. That's the same as if you want to get into a PhD program at Harvard for math or at MIT, and you're going to focus on adding better for your exam. It's just not going to help.
It's a very short.
Ooh, another legendary.
To think about, yeah, and also, so guys, like
that's why when we talk about that play, I'm so much less concerned with whether I miss lethal or not, and I have no idea. But even assuming that I did miss a 50% chance for lethal in exchange for a 25% chance for lethal, that's not what I'm concerned about. What happened afterwards, what happened after the ogre attack and how we set up that board was what lost us the game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Nice, worth it.
So
rogue card too.
Here's also the thing, like, and with the chat. All right, yeah, let's establish two things. Number one, for those of you thinking we're just trying to like worm our way out or something, like,
no, I consistently say
watching this. We are our biggest critics by far. Like, I will get on Adulta if I think he's doing something wrong. Obviously, he will get on me if he thinks that I'm doing something wrong. And we're very critical. We like look back at our plays, and we're not perfect. No, we make mistakes. We make quite a few mistakes. It's just part of being, human and playing Hearthstone. However, so here's something which you want to look at as well, because I see a lot of the chat saying you guys were just 100% wrong.
Yes, we were 100% wrong, but that doesn't help you. That doesn't help us.
Right. Okay, so here's the way you should be analyzing the situation. Instead of focusing on the
card.
instead of focusing on the 100% wrong, focus on here's what would happen. So you look at the 50%, right? The ogre.
You're getting too complicated. Just focus on this. If you were to make the wrong play in that case, what percent chance more will you lose the game? Because that's all that matters. You don't care if you're making the right play or the wrong play. You care if ultimately this will contribute to your wins or to your losses. That is a very small percent chance compared to the misplay that happened the exact same turn that happened afterwards that people seem to not care about. That's what I'm like getting worked up about, because no one is like shitting on us for not playing around the light bomb. In fact, if anything, more people are defending us, and I think that was a misplay. The misplay is that we didn't play around the thing we should have played around when we had no reason not to. The other one was a misplay too, but that's much less relevant. In the sense of overall, in terms of what you should be looking at.
Yeah.
Feisenborg says, more arena, less talking. So the arena Coop is one arena run every week, so we are unfortunately stopping here. I thought this deck was a 9-10 win deck. We got very unlucky in one game, and we made a misplay that had a 0.5% chance of backfiring on us, and it did. I don't know. What was our first loss? Could we have saved that? Oh, the first loss was because we got our Assassin's Blade destroyed.
Oh yeah,
that's a big swing.
You gotta play your Assassin's Blade.
And even if you don't play your Assassin's Blade, that's not what you're thinking about as to which move to make. So
right.
I don't think that was a misplay. So one misplay cost us a game. I think that's pretty typical. I think I typically lose one game because of like some small percentage misplay, right? Like playing around the Dark Bomb or not. I think that was a misplay. You can see why we didn't do it, right? It was such a small percent chance. It was epic. We didn't really think too much about it, but we should have. And there was like a complicated board we had to analyze beforehand. So that loss is on us. And then the loss before that was just, we leaked like 6 mana because we couldn't draw cards that we were able to play. There's nothing you can do about that. These things happen. Overall, I'm not very happy with how this arena went, but it did go a decent amount. The deck was just good enough that it should have gone, I think, 9 or 10. So we lost like 1 or 2 expected wins from it. But hey, this is like, I still think like the best rogue performance.
Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I really do need to mention this. So, continue my explanation. I can't drop this point. When there is lethal, there is a difference between 50% lethal and 100% lethal, and the difference is in the way that you analyze it. So here's the way that you look at it. When you have 50% lethal, you obviously weigh the 50% chance that you win at that turn versus the setback. So you have to quantify the setback in which the other 50% chance happens. And you look at it in terms of and then you weigh that against not taking that 50% chance and the end result and that percentage. So you do that. It's definitely more nuanced than just...
Yeah, it's more nuanced, but I don't really care that much where the ogre hit, actually.
Right. And
in this case.
I'm with Adwokta. I'm fine with saying, you know what, we should have gone for it. We really should have, and we didn't, and that was our fault. But if this stream is made to improve our play and improve your play, you guys have to think about it in a different way. Like, it's not... And you guys might be thinking about it, and I might just be insulting all of you guys, and I'm sorry.
No, I think you're only insulting like some percentage of them.
But
I'm pretty sure not everyone is thinking about it.
Like, if you just think about it in the way that...
Yep. No, I think it's a good point that you have to think about it. But in this case, I think even after we thought about it, we would have been okay going like face because we didn't really need it to hit that 8/8 as much. Like it didn't matter that much.
Exactly.
So yeah, like... I'm 100% serious about this. I know it sounds like weird, right? And I know I say some weird stuff sometimes, but it's all true. It's just these are the things that'll help you become a better player, which is why I'm stressing it a lot. Like if you're focused in on the lethal and you're not focused in on the play that happened right after, because it's not like we're trying to get away from it or anything. We're specifically saying we misplayed right after that. So it's not like, But if you're focusing in on the lethal, you are not going to improve at any decent rate in terms of your gameplay because you're focusing on the wrong things unless you miss lethal all the time, right? Like if when someone's next to you, they just like keep going, dude, you have lethal. And then you're just like, huh? Yeah, then fine, focus on lethal. That means you're not at the 99% ability to add yet. You're like at like 60%. You should probably learn how to add before you try to be a math PhD. But once you get to like a certain percent, it's highly diminishing returns to like be a better spotter of lethal. And it's a lot more important to look at, just more difficult, that's why you get PhDs for that stuff and not for arithmetic. But also more meaningful. Like the 60% to 40% correct decision choices we like talk about and we make, that's going to affect a lot more wins than the very few times in which we do miss lethal and we lose the game afterwards. It's just like I'm stressing it because I know some of you aren't getting it. That's just it's fine to not get it. I can't change your mind. But if you're like trying to figure out why we're doing this, that's why we're making such a big point about it. I think it's like an excellent teaching point.
I think because like part of this is improvement, right? And we are not perfect. We definitely want to improve. But I think this aspect, I think Adwokta and I are talking about like kind of like 2-3 separate points, but you can kind of just lump it.
It's a good teaching point. You don't always have like a great teaching point in terms of like actually how to go about, like for any player in terms of how to go about improving, because we talk through everything, right? Like we'll talk through like pretty basic stuff and then we'll talk through really complicated stuff that may be either over your head or you're like, I'll think about the same thing half the time and the other half I won't, and that's just what it is, and that's fine. But this is like a way like how you should focus in terms of how to improve in the arena. Yep. And it's very important, and it's a life thing too, right? Like you do in life. You try not to focus on the small stuff you're already really, really, really good at, and you focus on the stuff that is higher level but more difficult, but you're like only maybe like 50-60% proficient at, because that's what gets you to the next level.
Yep.
All right, so guys, thanks for watching, and follow us if you haven't. We're here every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Merps does his stream on the same channel. And I often join on Tuesdays, starting at 5 p.m. This is all New York time, and I stream randomly. And Shang, who doesn't do the arena Coop, but he's from Hearthstone coaching, and he is a very way above 7-win arena player, and he does a stream on this channel also on Thursdays. We all have jobs and kids and like whatever. I mean, I don't have kids. Shang has a kid, but so we can't do the streaming, like pro streaming thing that other people do. But we're trying to put together like a good collection of players to learn from, and to show how like top level arena is played. So hopefully this is all about quality over quantity here. Also, next week's arena Coop will definitely be the Warrior. I'm almost certain of it. I tried to queue up the Warrior today because we really wanted it today, right? Like everyone knows the Warrior is going to get worse next week once they get that crappy card added. But we're actually going to go anti-trend, right? We're taking the Rogue today when the Rogue got worse with Gang Up. We're taking the Warrior next week when the Warrior is going to get worse. But after that, we'll switch to actual synergy with the classes we play. But yeah, I really wanted to play the Warrior this week. I played like 5 arenas this weekend, and Warrior just never queued up. And I would have stopped if it did. So we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the run. I thought it was a really good in terms of discussion kind of run, and we had a fun deck.
It really was. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. This was definitely something in which there are runs in which we can reach 12, like on the Poltralizer when we went 12 with that shielded mini ridiculous penalty deck. There was no thinking involved, really.
Yeah, I mean, there was some thinking, but it was like small compared to the amount of time we spent, right?
Right, yeah. And that was fine. Mm-hmm. But I think this one, it was a good learning experience for us, hopefully for you guys. And yeah, I think we'll end it here. Thank you so much for joining. To all our subs, thank you for subbing.
Bricknick109 says, Adukja, how much gold are you sitting on right now? So this is how much gold I'm sitting on right now. Just move my face a little so you guys can see. Apparently there's no cap at 20k, FYI, if you guys are thinking about that. Yeah. And it's because I very rarely use my gold to buy packs. Every now and then I'll do it, but very rarely. And I pay Blizzard money for all the expansions.
Guys, if you want to see another great run, stick around. We're going to be hosting Shokunin. If you guys watch the Poltralizer, he comes on. Another very high-level player. I encourage you guys to stick around and watch his stream as well. We'll be hosting that very soon.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
See you guys.
We'll be hosting you. See you guys. Thanks.